How you doing? Well, we know how Wendy Williams is doing, and unfortunately, I have some sad news to share about her, but also some good news too. Stay tuned for that. Perez Hilton here, and why did none of Wendy's hair people fix that? You're seen in hair and makeup before you go on the show. Or why not tell me about it? I could have fixed it myself. That may be one of the worst cowlicks I've ever seen. It's been a few years now since Wendy's talk show ended, and recently we heard from her directly. Wendy called in to Charlemagne on The Breakfast Club, also spoke to Harvey Levin, and sounded surprisingly lucid. She talked about being unhappy with the situation that she's in now. For the last couple of years, Wendy has been in a guardianship, which is very similar to the conservatorship that Britney Spears was in. They just call it a guardianship on the East Coast, but it's basically the same exact thing. Wendy's guardian controls her whole life. And I'll get back to that in a second, but with regards to the interviews that she gave, she specifically said that she was aware that there might be some repercussion for speaking out publicly. And that has now happened. The judge overseeing Wendy's guardianship has prohibited her from speaking to the media. The sad irony of that is not lost on me. Like your boy, the original influencer, Wendy's career is thanks to her voice, her ability to speak up and against whatever she sees fit. And now that has been taken away from her, as has her autonomy. Remember, a few years ago, this all began because of her bank. Wells Fargo was concerned that she was being financially exploited, so they went to court. The court determined, based on information provided to them, that Wendy was being financially exploited by her son, allegedly. Her son is still in her life, but now her life looks very, very different. Wendy, who used to have a luxury penthouse in the sky, as they say, now lives in an assisted care facility for seniors, holed up in a tiny studio apartment there. Wendy has described her current living situation as a luxury prison without Wi-Fi. That's right, she doesn't have any internet access. She rarely gets fresh air, not able to go outside, according to her. No one can even call her, she says. And she gets virtually no visitors. What I don't understand is why keep her in this arrangement that is so detrimental to her well-being? Yes, her guardian alleges that Wendy is mentally incapacitated. She's been diagnosed with dementia, and perhaps that is true, but why not allow her an arrangement that she wants with her loved ones and simultaneously protect her financially? There must be some kind of setup, an accountant, somebody that can be overseeing the money while those that truly know and care about her look after her well-being. Right? I don't think this guardianship, this arrangement is healthy or what she needs. What Wendy needs is love and family. And here's the positive little update. Even though the judge has taken her voice away and has prohibited her from giving any more interviews, the judge did also grant one request that Wendy made. Wendy wanted to leave her luxury prison and go down to South Florida to celebrate her father's birthday. It should be noted, if you didn't know, Wendy is fairly young. She's just 60 years old, 6-0. She potentially has a very long life still ahead of her. And her dad is turning 90, and she has been granted a brief escape from her prison cell. The judge authorized private security to accompany Wendy from New York City to Miami, where her dad will be celebrating with friends and family. Wendy was given just 2 days to be there and then must fly back to New York, where she will continue her sad existence, locked up like a prisoner. Free Wendy, I say. How about you? Thoughts on the current state of Wendy Williams? Thoughts on the judge? Thoughts on her guardian? Thoughts on anything? Let's talk in the comments section.